So what's happening in my body if I'm going into work on a stressful day and I feel anxious? Like, how is that the same as a baby crying?
You're a healthy person. I'll put it to you, Chris Palmer told me this, who's my McLean Hospital colleague. He said, if you live in Kiev in the middle of the Ukraine war and you don't have anxiety, something's wrong with you. On a stressful day at work, if you're not having a little bit of, your hands aren't a little bit clammy and you're not feeling a little bit jazzed up, like you don't recognize that there's a task for you to do. There's something important. You're maybe disconnected from the meaning of your work. You might be disconnected from the relationship you have with your peers. That doesn't sound like a good work colleague. Having a little bit of apprehension and anxiety and nervousness walking into those situations shows that you care.
That's a beautiful reframe. And I think for those of us that are feeling it, or we see this present in our children or our partner or a colleague, what is the thing you could say in that moment? Because I think it's those micro moments that we really screw up. And so what do you do in that moment?
I love your specific example of parents and children. Little Jimmy or Jenny comes home. They feel a little bit anxious. And the parent themselves is a little anxious themselves. And they're freaked out about the fact that their kid is feeling anxious. So what do? Try to put out the fire. They try to calm them down. They try to say everything's going to be okay. They give them reassurance. Say, you don't have to go to school. Don't worry. You don't have to go to that event. We accommodate them. As opposed to, oh, you're feeling anxious. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. With no judgment, and just to explore it and actually create a more deep connection between parent and child. We are missing this fundamental perspective on anxiety, and it's having disastrous consequences for those micro moments. We judge others, we judge ourselves for feeling anxious, and we go down the tubes in a hot second because of it.
So even just stopping yourself from joining in, and that's terrible, and you got to calm down, and I'm going to call the school, and you don't need to do this.
Definitely don't do
You're
that.
just actually making it worse because why?
Because you're conveying a message. I wouldn't even say it's subliminal or subconscious. It's direct. You are directly showing your child something is wrong here, and they become afraid of their anxiety as a result.